Evening all, welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-host, Banjo.
Good evening, everyone. Super, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, Banjo, not bad.
Good to hear.
A bit of a break this week with no football, with no Premier
Yeah.
League anyway.
How have you found that?
Well, internationals are quite boring on the whole, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
but back at the weekend. What's this you got on tonight?
I've got the Greece shirt on tonight. Um, yeah.
What's that got to do with tonight's show?
Well, international football off the back of a great result at the weekend, beating Belarus 5-1.
Not going
And
so well
tonight,
tonight, though, is it?
they're losing, but they've got a big game. Well, it's a big game tonight versus Denmark, but it's not going Greece's way. But I thought I show some support.
Okay, okay. Each their own.
Nice 2004 Euro winning
Special year
shirt.
that, 2004.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I
The
was
night
actually
of
in Greece
the
in
night they won it?
2004. The night they won it, I was in Greece. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
I think all Greeks will remember that.
yeah.
I was at a wedding that night, and
Oh
everyone
wow. Yeah.
it was a Greek wedding, well, half Greek, half Italian,
Mm,
and then everyone had ventured downstairs. There was a TV. Loads of the guests were, crowded round in this restaurant TV to watch it, and there was a celebration after that. That was for sure.
oh,
Uh,
brilliant.
the wedding erupted, and all went well.
Oh, lovely.
Um, Look, the biggest news of the week,
Yes.
some would argue, but I think it's fair to say, biggest football news. Daniel Levy,
Mm, step down. What does this actually
voluntarily.
mean? Um, yeah, I think it probably would have been voluntarily, but he's received a lot of stick. Probably waited till after the transfer window. Received a lot of stick during the transfer window, especially for what with the Morgan Gibbs White deal, the Eze deal. They never went through for whatever reason, and maybe he just
But
had
he's got
enough.
players in. He got
He
players.
has,
I
but
mean,
he
he got
has, but he's still
Kudus came in.
yeah,
Simons at late in the window.
yeah, yeah. He's done
Moani's
deals.
come in.
Yeah, he's done
So a lot of
deals, but
attacking players came in.
yeah, he's done deals, but he's received a lot of criticism, and maybe he just had enough, and maybe just thought, look, we've won a trophy under my stewardship,
They
the
have spent
Europa
money
League.
though. Tottenham's net spend over the last 10 years. If
They
I'm not
have, but they
mistaken, it's
haven't.
actually higher than Liverpool. You know.
Yeah, but they've not spent. They've not gone. They've not bought £100 million player or anything like that. Nowhere near. They've not done what Arsenal's done. They've not done what Liverpool's done. They don't pay the wages. But
Well,
what I
that's
will
one of the
say,
big things. 43% of turnover on spent on wages,
mm,
and some of the other rivals, whether it's Liverpool's, Man U's, Arsenal's, Man City's, Chelsea's, they're going up to sort of 65%.
yeah. Listen, business model. He's done a great job from a business
And
point
they've
of
turned
view.
a lot of profit year after
Yeah,
year, I think.
yeah, brilliant businessman. But obviously, the Spurs fans want success on the pitch, and maybe he's gone because they won the trophy last season and thought, do you know
O-
what?
Oversaw a
Now's the
state,
time.
oversaw a state-of-the-art training ground,
Yeah, start the art training ground. Maybe the
stadium.
best, maybe the best stadium in Europe.
Yeah.
So, by all accounts, infrastructure,
Banjo, does this go
facilities,
back to what I was
top
asking a
tree.
few weeks ago? And we had Pete on the show as well, Pedro.
Yeah, we did.
What? What do these fans actually expect? I'm still perplexed.
Um,
I don't know what they expect. I don't know. I don't know what sort of yardstick they're measuring against either.
well, listen, forget. Okay, we won't talk about past history trophies and this and that. Listen, especially in the last 30 years, they haven't won much at all. But they've got the wealth, they've got the money. That they can't go for it to a certain extent the way
Go
Arsenal
for
is.
what? What are they going to do? Win the league?
Well, that's what they want. They want that.
Well, they're not going to do that. Come
Why not?
on.
Why not? If they spent the money, why not?
What are they going to do? Go and spend £1 billion?
Why not? I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying
It's just in the DNA.
why can't they give themselves
It's in
as
the
good a?
DNA. That club's not built for winning league.
Okay, fair enough, but neither was Man City.
Yeah,
So my point
and
is,
and you can't do a Man City now because Newcastle can't do it. Villa
yeah,
can't.
I know this, but
PSR is in place.
I know, but they've got a great business model there. They've got money coming in, as you mentioned earlier. Why can't they give themselves as good a chance as Arsenal to win the league? That's what the fans want.
Sure. I'm
Maybe, yeah, I agree. Like the history is not there to say, okay, we should be winning this. We should. I don't think they even are saying that. I think they want to be given as good a chance as, say, some of the other clubs because they can do that. They've got the
but,
finances to do that.
so Vinay comes in April, previously CEO at Arsenal,
Hmm.
bought in by the group, Enick, no doubt, Joe Lewis,
Yeah.
saying that. And a few months later, Daniel Levy is gone. A couple of theories I've heard, speaking to a few people over the last few days. So apparently every 5 years there was a bonus triggered for
Okay.
Daniel Levy.
Hmm.
And from what I gather, recently hit his 25 years.
Hmm.
So it triggered another sort of bonus for himself and a payout. And the rumor was once he got that, he wasn't up for doing another 5 year stint.
Okay. He's been there for a
But
long time. He's been there for a
has
very
it
long
been as
time.
bad as
We're
people
talking
think?
20 years.
Spurs fans just want it. Has it been as bad as, you know, people have made out?
I think.
He doesn't he doesn't like spending money. He doesn't like he's reneged arguably on his word. I mean, Harry Kane was I think he told him he could leave the next summer. Harry Kane, in his
Mm,
naivety, went and signed the contract
yeah.
for 2 years, only to be told the following year, no, you can't move.
Yeah,
So I
that's
signed an
right.
extension, which he was happy to get the extra 70, 80, 90, 100 grand, whatever they're giving him a week. He was happy to that. But it was on the prize that the following season he'd be allowed to leave, which he weren't.
Yeah. Well, I don't look. That's just a personal thing. I mean, what it's a bit similar to the Isaac thing. What Isaac was
He's
told
gone
that he
through
could
God knows
leave
how many,
Newcastle. Maybe you got to get that in writing, really.
gone
Um,
through how many managers, and no,
yeah,
there was frustration there with some of these managers where, we're talking about Mourinho and Conte here. We're
yeah,
not
big
talking
names,
about some,
and they didn't like working with him at
we're not
all.
talking Amorim. We're
No.
talking Mourinho, Conte. We're not talking Ten Hag and Amorim.
Oh, well, why are you bringing up all the United managers
Oh,
now? Why don't you bring up Roy Hodgson
we're-
or I don't know,
it's
Brendan Rodgers or what's his name, Roy Evans?
very defensive tonight, Banjo. It's just a couple of managers that sprung to mind.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Funny enough, they're from the same team.
and
But
but what I'm saying, they had established managers there.
no, they did. But I think those ones you're talking about, the serial winner ones like Mourinho and Conte, they couldn't work with him. That was clear. They found the working relationship very, very difficult with him. I mean, they both did their best to get sacked.
I mean, he wanted to get cameras all round. They signed up to this Prime program.
Yeah, that
Did they
wasn't.
do that in the end? I can't even remember if they did do one or
They
not.
did do it. Yeah, they did do it. It's when
They did.
Mourinho was manager. Yeah, but so did Arsenal. So did Man City. So you
The
can't really
ball,
criticise that.
they've-
But what I will say, look, um, I think he's frustrated. He's frustrated supporters. So I think the biggest for me, obviously on the outside, not a Spurs supporter, but what is when Pochettino created a good side and they were on the cusp, and he went transfer Levy 3 transfer windows without signing a player. Do you know what I mean? And that was, I think that's, I mean,
was he the best of the managers that Spurs had
Pochettino.
under Levy?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah, without.
Harry?
Yeah, Harry Redknapp and Pochettino. They were qualifying for Champions Leagues. They were playing exciting football as well at the time.
I mean, Harry
So
Redknapp. I mean, he had Gareth Bale and Luka Modric,
yeah, exactly. So
Harry Kane.
yeah, um,
Quite. Decent
So
players there, right?
who replaced Redknapp? Was it Pochettino?
I know Pochettino came in. I think Ramos was before. Did Redknapp do
Ramos was
one or two
before Redknapp.
stints there? Can't remember if he did one or two stints there,
I
Redknapp.
don't know, but anyway, yeah. Listen, it was better then. It was better then for the Spurs fans, but ultimately neither won a trophy. But they had good teams. They did have good teams, even though they won the Europa League last season. It's not a good team, but yeah. So I think that's what the gripe is with the Spurs fans. I think it's they've
Do
always
we
been close to going to that next step. When I say next step, I mean being serious challengers, but just don't get there.
again, rumours of the club might be sold, might not be sold. So is it
Yeah, I don't
does
know.
that play a part in all this?
Quite possibly. But I think, well,
I've seen
look,
Amanda Staveley's name
apparently she's
in the
declined.
press. Obviously,
Yeah,
she was
apparently
involved
she's.
in the big Newcastle takeover.
Yeah, apparently she's already. I don't know if it's come directly from her, but apparently she's not interested. But I think he's gone, and if it's Inik still in control, someone else will come in and do pretty much the same job, or have the same same view of doing things as Levy. That's what I think.
Last question on the matter.
Yes,
Have we seen the last of Levy in football?
yes, yeah. He's a Tottenham man. He's been there for 20 years. I can't see him moving on to another club.
Can't see him going to another
To work.
club. Well,
No, no.
Vinay, their CEO, chief executive at the moment, he spent something like 12, 14 years at Arsenal.
Yeah. Oh well. But I think it's a bit different with Levy. Levy's actually got is it 29% shares or something like that?
He owns, I don't
Yeah,
really quite know
he's
them.
well invested in Spurs. I think emotionally and financially as well. So I cannot see him going to another club.
One thing a Spurs fan did say to me at the weekend,
Yeah,
just we should be careful what we wish for.
I agree. I agree.
In football, careful what you wish for. And there's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
so many examples over the years
yeah.
when you look down at some of these lower divisions now, and teams that maybe went through it. I think one of the most famous for me when I say careful what you wish for, and actually it's probably my best example in football, only because it's one that's fresh and always sticks out, is when Charlton had Alan Kirbishley.
Yes.
Premiership, 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 Survivor. No, we want more. We want more. Again, another team. I like when you say want more, what are you going to do? Win the league? But
Yeah.
anyway, these teams, some crazy people in football, by the way. But and then they've gone, and then look, they've just slid down the divisions.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. Exactly. Be careful what you wish for. West Ham with David Moyes.
United,
What do you mean?
well,
So what should we have settled with?
I don't know, you keep looking for something that's clearly not there at the
We were
moment.
winning titles.
Well, yeah, many, many
So
moons
so
ago.
so so be careful with that. So when Ten Hag finished eighth, we should have been happy with that. And then
I don't know if you'd be happy with eighth, but Moyes wasn't really given enough time, was he?
yeah, but you
Didn't
can't
get a
say be
year, did
careful
he?
what you wish for when we're off the back of 13 Premier League titles and the guy comes in and it's not looking good. The fans
Well,
wanted what they had.
clearly Fergie at the time handpicked his successor, wanted
Yeah,
to
that.
wanted to maybe heighten his own achievements a little bit.
Nah, I just think anyway.
Well, he knew that if he goes and gets someone like Pep, who might equal slash better some of his achievements, he didn't really want it to go that way, and he's ended
Nah, I don't
up
believe it. Listen.
when
I
he's
believe.
handpicked David Moyes.
No, I don't believe it. I don't listen. He just probably wanted someone similar, Scottish background, knows the Premier League, but no, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't think it's that he didn't want the club to be successful after him. But
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, that's
So we
old
spoke
news.
last week.
Yeah,
Mark Guehi,
yeah. You
chump of
slaughtered him.
last
You
week's chump of
slaughtered
the
him.
week.
Is he still the chump?
Well, actually, interestingly, I've seen Liverpool stand their ground now because I think I think Parish and Co over there trying to be clever so and so's. They've come out and said, "Oh yeah, they're clearly eyeing up a move in January for him, and they're going to line up a replacement in the interim. Well, I think they signed some youngster back then, so they're hoping maybe they can blend him in. They old Glasner
Yeah,
threatened
yeah,
to walk out. So
yeah, yeah,
I think,
yeah. So
and my understanding is Liverpool have come out now and said we're not coming back from in Jan. We're going to
I
have
don't
him.
think he'll leave in Jan anyway.
No, but they said we'll have him at the end of the season for nothing.
Yeah.
And
What you've actually said?
Parish is going to be fuming. Oh, and all of a sudden they've made up some rumours, and they could have made it believable, but they've made up rumours that Real Madrid are in the hunt.
Who's made up the rumours? Palace.
Well, probably some Parish, right, whoever his number two is, leaking information. As if
So
Real
what?
Madrid are really going to go for Mark Waite. Come on. Madrid's a believable club for starters, and they've gone with
Well, if he's
they've
good
gone
enough
with Real
for.
Madrid.
So what you're saying is, what's good for Liverpool is not good enough for Real Madrid. Um, is that what you're trying to say here?
I'm saying that Real Madrid won't be going after Gueye. They're after Ibu Konate and Mbappe this weekend. So Konate saying that Mbappe messages him every 10 minutes.
So you think Mark Gay is going to be a Liverpool player?
I think he will be, but I think he'll be for free next summer.
Yeah, but that's obvious.
And yeah, I know some people have said I threw my toys out of the pram last week.
Yeah, you did. It was quite
I, I,
pathetic.
I,
No,
I
it
don't
was.
know.
You called him a
Come
chump.
on.
You said. What else did you say? Did you?
Well, I might have said at one stage I don't
He was
really want him, but
blackmail. You were saying Paris should be
no, there was.
or Glasgow should be jailed or something or charged for
I'm
blackmail.
just
Like you were
saying there
saying,
was
it's illegal.
blackmail.
I mean, you didn't even know what you were saying. Your head was gone.
He was. There was some blackmail there, but look, it's fine. And Gueye
You
himself,
over it? Are you over it now?
well, I'm saying 2 days later, he's looking at, he hasn't even released a statement yet. He's not over it yet.
Why does it need
But,
to release a statement?
well, he was going to release a statement about apparently he wasn't happy with how it was handled. But look, we saw this window. If you want your move, you go act a certain way, and then you get your move. But
Yeah, I don't like it though.
like it or not, it's welcome to the walk of life of footballers and getting their moves.
Mm.
Donnarumma, that was a transfer just after the window that I don't think we covered last week.
No, we didn't.
Big signing.
Big signing, good signing.
Is it
Not
what's needed there?
well. They need. I don't know if it's what's needed, but it's certainly not the type of goalkeeper Pep would normally go for. I mean, he's not particularly great with his feet. Nowhere near as good as what Edison
I
was.
keep
So,
I keep hearing
so
good with their feet, and I understand the distribution part. I understand how they play a sweeper role a lot of the time now. I
mm,
understand a lot of this and how they build up the moves and start the moves. But it doesn't keep. It's almost like people have forgotten they're there to keep the ball out of the net.
absolutely. But Pep, in particular, is the one who wrote the blueprint of ball playing goalkeepers. It's essential to his style of football. So he's going for something different, which
But
was surprising.
if you want someone good with their feet, put your I don't know, stick your reserve centre mid in.
But isn't it? I know what you're saying,
Let's get Bernardo Silva in there.
but if you go back and remember when Pep first came in to Man City, he had England's number one in goal, didn't he? Joe Hart.
Joe Hart was there, yeah.
He got rid of him straight away because he wasn't great with his feet.
For Claudio Bravo, and that was a
Yeah, he had 1 or 2 games here or whatever, and it was a disaster. But so what I'm trying to say is, it is. I agree with you. First and foremost, you want a goalkeeper who could keep the ball out of the net. I know that more than anything as a Man United fan. But the thing is, Pep in particular is the one who wants, obviously, a very good goalkeeper, but he wants one who can play with his feet. Obviously, that's the way
I don't think Donnarumma's that bad with his feet. Maybe he's not
he's
like
not, but he's nowhere near an Edison. Pep
no,
is very
but
particular with this, though, or
yeah,
has been.
Edison was dropped from last season. He didn't
Yeah,
fancy him anymore.
no. Well, anyway,
Um,
let's see. I think it's a good signing, but it's interesting because Pep is going. Maybe he's moving into a different direction.
no other major news this week.
No other.
No, unless there's any other
One big
topics.
news, Man United. The Nana's finally gone.
Has he gone?
He's agreed. He's the Man
Where's he
United
off
and
to?
Trabzonspor agreed to his loan. He's off to Turkey. Agreed to his loan, and it was left for Onana to agree whether he wants to go or not. And he's
How much
gone.
is his wages?
Apparently, he's doubled his wages.
What, he's going permanent?
No, they've given him extra on top. They're paying whatever he's getting at United and more.
Bloody nonsense.
It is bloody nonsense,
You're
but
clearly
thank
putting
God,
some money. You're clearly
thank God.
putting some money towards that.
Apparently not. He's off. That's great news.
Great news.
It's been
What's this
bloody
new
awful.
rumor I've heard? Like, is it just a rumor about Rashford and this loan being cut short?
I saw that somewhere. No, I don't think it's so much his loan cut short, but I think the manager, Hansi Flick, I think he said along the lines of, or said something along the lines of that he wants Rashford to work. His work rate needs to improve.
Wow. Okay.
Could have told him that before he went.
Well, let's watch that space there. I don't know what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
I'm disappointed. I want him to do well there. I want him. Yeah, we just can't get rid of these players permanently.
And Garnacho obviously hit Chelsea, didn't he? He went there
He's
last
gone.
week.
Yeah, Ganacho's gone. He's signed.
Well, I want to touch. Well, look, why don't we, for a bit of interest this week,
Yeah,
why don't we look ahead to the weekend's fixtures?
yeah.
Why
Premier League
don't
is
we,
back.
why don't we see who can predict the most, not scores, results
Okay.
correct?
Well, the Premier League, yeah.
And this is just for bragging rights next week's show.
Okay. Go on then.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to win, but okay, well, I'll humour you. Um, Arsenal v Forest. We'll
Home win.
alternate. We'll alternate so we don't think that there's
Copying.
copying and cheating going on.
Because you're like that. You're a bit of a cheat. You remember cheated last time. But anyway,
Well, you didn't think of a couple of players, but okay. Arsenal Forest.
yeah.
What's that for you?
Home win.
Home win.
Mm,
Would it be an emphatic one?
I don't know about that, but it'd be a home win.
Jokeret's going to score.
He might well do. I'm still not impressed with him.
Debut for Eze.
He's got to start. He's got to start now, hasn't he? He's
He'll
been there long
start.
enough. Yeah.
Bournemouth Brighton.
Well, I'm going with my dark
I've
horses.
gone home win too, by the way. Actually,
Oh,
I'll go
oh,
it.
joining the bandwagon, are we? On the bandwagon.
Bournemouth Brighton. I will actually go. I believe this one will be a draw, you know.
Yeah, it might work. It could well be a draw. But I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to stick with
Who?
Bournemouth. Bournemouth, home win. But,
Bournemouth home win.
yeah, home win.
No, I think Brighton will. They're going to create some bits and bobs there. Bournemouth, bit scrappy. We'll see.
Mm.
Palace v Sunderland
Home win.
with a Palace with a centre back that won't want to be there.
Yeah, he will do a job, as he did the night before the transfer window. Good professional. Honest lad.
Honest lad, bloody hell. On it, I'm with you there. Home win for Palace. Everton Villa. I'm sticking with a home win here. Super Jack against his own team.
Yeah. Do you know, Everton's been on form as well. They've started the season really well, playing some good stuff as well. But I'm going to go. Look, Villa's got to bounce back eventually. When I say bounce back, improve rather. So I'm going to draw.
Your game with a draw.
Yeah.
Okay. Everton Villa draw. Right. We now go to Fulham v Leeds.
Ooh. Home win.
Home win. Why'd you say that?
I think Fulham are a very organised team, and they're at home. If it had it been away, I might have said a draw or Leeds win. But no, as they're at home, and I think they're very good at home. I think they're organised. Silver's got them working well as a team, as a unit. So I'm going home win.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Newcastle v Wolves. I'm going to go with a home win here.
Yeah, that's same. I've got to agree with that. I worry for Wolves.
They've got their new players there.
Yeah,
Strand Larson, well,
yeah,
playing against a team that apparently bids were rejected for. However,
yeah.
proof is in
But
there.
I don't think that'll be enough for Wolves. Newcastle are probably more settled now. They're Isaac's gone. They've moved on from that. Um, like you say, they've got their new signings in there. I think they'll win.
West Ham v Spurs, tea time, half five game.
Yeah, Derby. I know West Ham did well in their last game. They won, but and Spurs lost to Bournemouth as well. But I'm going with Spurs to win. Going with Spurs
We're
to win
going with a
that.
Spurs win,
Yeah, away win.
away win. Wow.
Yeah, the first one.
I'm going to go for a draw.
Okay.
I think West Ham have got a. Do they have a reasonable record against them? I think they don't have a bad
Well, they
record.
do, as do Chelsea as well. These are
Yeah, I'll go with a draw there
yeah,
myself, and we'll see how that one pans out. Brentford v Chelsea.
away win, without a doubt.
That's an away win for
Surprised.
you.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it's anything else. Another London derby there.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think Brentford. I think Chelsea are going to be too strong on the day.
There's not many.
Um,
There's
and on
not
the
many.
subject of away wins, Liverpool v Burnley, one of two, 8 games on Saturday as well. Banjo. Not many times I've seen 8 games.
No, no, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Um,
Champions League, obviously, Europa
yeah, that's
League
why. That's
going
why.
to play a factor. But
Yeah,
the 2 o'clock game on Sunday, Burnley v Liverpool. I'm going for an away win,
yeah, I think without a doubt.
obvious reasons.
Hmm.
And yeah, just think we're going to be too strong. Hopefully, make it 12 out of 12. And then you've got Man City v Man United on the
Both. Well, listen.
Super Soccer Sunday.
Listen. Obviously, I've got my United hat on. I'm not gonna predict Man City beating United in a derby, but
You're not.
City's coming. No, I'm not. No, I'm not because
You're
actually,
going to be
even
deluded.
City's not coming into the game in good form either. By the way,
So you're
and
going for
these are the
deluded instead of
these are the games United normally do well in anyway. So I will say, I'm not going to say Man City's going to beat United. It's not going to happen. Draw.
hearing it all by the week with you these days.
So what are you thinking?
It's going to be a comfortable home win. This one.
How comfortable is it?
This one's going to be a comfortable home win. I'll be surprised if it's not by 2 goals or more.
I'll get away with. Go, come off it.
No, serious. I think they'll cover the 1 goal handicap quite easily.
Mm.
Um,
We'll
so I'll be
put a bet on
surprised if
it.
they're not.
Huh?
I'll be surprised if they don't. And
Well, all right.
I might have a little punt on that one.
Yeah. Hope you lose.
Right. So I think that brings us to the end of our show tonight, Banjo.
Oh, really? Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, looking forward to the Premier League. Back at it. Obviously, we're going to have, you know, there's going to be things offered, but
Let's hope it's not the officials that
yeah, I
are
don't want to be talking about
stealing the
refereeing
headlines
again.
again.
Yeah, that Fulham Chelsea game last week. The other week was awful. We don't want that. What we want is good football, and may the best teams win, which will
Yeah.
be United.
And hopefully Ahmad stays on his feet this week.
Oh, come off it.
I'm just saying, hopefully he manages to stay on his feet and, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, let's see.
well,
Let's see.
Bando, have a great week.
You too,
While we've,
mate.
while
Wait.
we've been recording, it's just gone 3-0 to Denmark. So
Oh, bloody hell. I'm taking it off. I'm going to take it off now. I'm not going to do it live, but I will.
have a
I've
good
given
week,
up.
Banjo, and I'll see
You
you next
too, mate.
week. Take care.
Take care. See you later.